that can stop things. First of all, good evening, hello Toastmasters, and welcome to special guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to talk about Astroturf. What I would like you to do first of all is think about Astroturf. Just a moment. Think about Astroturf. My reason for having Astroturf is nothing does it better. It was fantastic, the Astroturf. Now I'll try and just go back to the beginning and tell you the whole story. First of all, turf. It's used everywhere if you think about it. I mean, it's used at Wimbledon. It's used at Lord's Cricket Ground. It's used at Twickenham for the rugby matches. And everywhere they get it just right. At Wimbledon you get a perfect bounce. Okay, they put spin on the ball and they deflect it. But it's a perfect bounce. At cricket, they get the perfect bounce. It's a black art behind you, reverse swing, leg spin, this, that and the other. But you get the perfect bounce until the pitch begins to break up. And the rugby, the grass is always half an inch long or whatever. When you fall over, it doesn't really hurt you a great deal. Sorry about that. So there is an art to being a groundsman. I would actually quite like to do it myself, but that would have been a long time ago. A long time ago, we moved to a house in Northchurch, and it had grass that was about 50 metres by 30 metres, 40 metres, and I really enjoyed cutting it. And it was immensely satisfying to cut the grass, have a nice finish, trim the edges, put down some grass feed periodically so that the grass grew better. And it was nice for the kids to play on. We could have two parties outside. Great, it was wonderful. I really enjoyed that grass. It wasn't perfect grass, but as regards to domestic lawns, I thought it was pretty good. And really liked that for quite a long time. I really enjoyed it. But the children got older, and we resented becoming a taxi service for the kids. We wanted to have our glass of wine at night, which we couldn't otherwise do. So we moved into town, and we bought a nice townhouse just round the corner. But like most townhouses, it's small, not a very big garden, and not a very big lawn. In fact, the lawn was about 10 metres by 3. But what we hadn't factored into it was dogs. In particular, bitches. When bitches have a pee on grass, they burn the grass. And you get brown rings. Now, if you've got a big lawn, 50 metres by 30, 40 metres, brown rings, you don't see them. You know, you can put down fertiliser or lawn feed, and it's hidden, it's not seen. Well, a little lawn that's smaller than this rug, actually, it doesn't take many dogs to have many peas before you get brown rings. And the problem is these brown rings stay. They're a real nuisance because it actually burns the grass. So you try and gently scrape it with a scraper. You buy some lawn seed and put it down, and you water it and look after it. No. Dogs love it. They go back under the pea or they dig it up. So, over the years, what started off as a beautifully smooth, flat lawn that you could play pool or bull or something like that on, gradually became rougher and rougher. Got more divots where I tried to sow new seed, and high grass, because when dogs have a pee, the grass grows. The birds of bitches killing it. I think we've known about British dogs before we moved there. We might have moved somewhere else. So this lawn gradually began to look like Battle of the Somme, the first day of the Battle of the Somme. Worse and worse. And one dog even started to dig a trench in it. I don't know what this dog was looking for. Bones, money. And now my wife and I looked at each other and thought, this has got to change. We can't manage this. So on wet days, the dogs would bring the grass or the earth in to the kitchen on the bottoms of their paws. So then we spent ages sweeping it all out. And also, because my MS, it's become a harder and harder problem to actually maintain the lawn, and I had to surpass the lawn mowing duties over to my wife, which she took on reluctantly, but she knew I couldn't do it. And still the lawn got worse and worse, and we thought, it's got to change. It's got to change. Well, we've got to do something about it. So we spoke to some friends and said, what would you do? And they said, well, I don't know. Why don't you try getting some Astroturf put down? That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. So we went to Google and I found out all about Astroturf and went out to the builders merchants and looked at different types of Astroturf. Yeah, it's really good. Pile was about half an inch from an inch thick. So we thought, right, okay, we get some people to come in and Astroturf our little 9 metres by 3 metres area. So we went on to Google, looked people up, and they came, and they did a clip with that clipboard. They went away. That's it. Got someone else, came in and looked at it. Yeah, very nice, yes, well done. Yeah. Went away, didn't hear any more, and that was it. We get a bit fed up with this. Eventually we got someone who did come in. Yes, he's very nice, yes. And he sent an email and he gave us the start date and said he'd do it. Yes! So, Big Skip arrived, Big Skip, and 2 good strong men, and they dug up this lawn in about a day and a half. They put some wood round it, then sand, shingle first of all, then sand, and they unrolled this green carpet. That's what it was, the green carpet. And this is an Astroturf lawn. Absolutely fantastic. Dog didn't mind it. Really easy to clean. Dog droppings easy to sweep up. But do you know what I really like about it? You clean it with a brush. And so if you're really diligent, you can put stripes on it. Because you brush it this way, turn around, brush it back the other way. Oh, it's great stuff, this Astroturf. I would recommend it to anyone. And the best thing is the lawnmower. It became an ex-mower. The fly mower did one session too many. It tried to cut out one stone on one little bit of grass. And it's going to join all the ex-mowers in the summer. Meanwhile, I would ask you to think about doing Astroturf. Really good.